Okay. No, that's better. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to Ask an Old GM. All right. I see I've got a few viewers in chat. How's everybody doing? That's better. So it says I'm dropping a few frames. How are people seeing me here? I'm good. Yeah, I'm dropping frames. Are we losing sound at all, or is the sound keeping up and we're just losing video frame? Video lag there, Rowan, or audio lag? Yeah. Ouch. Yeah, the smoke might have a lot to do with it. Right? I mean, the whole west coast south of Canada is on fire, so the whole west coast north of the United States is covered in smoke. Okay, how am I doing now? Well, I think we're just gonna have to live with it. Much I can do about it. I think it has to do with the smoke overhang. Well, as I say, this is asking old GM, so ask away. Oh darn, eh? I don't know. How would I do that? Let's see. Okay, does that help at all? Okay. Okay, I can probably even adjust it more than that. I just want to know if it was anything. Only half that, that's okay. Okay, how's that? Does that help? Yeah. Oh, I've got um, Discord running in full swing with that. Yeah, it's the quality that it translates the camera to in Streamlabs when I'm changing. Did that help at all on your end there, Sable? I mean, it might just be that Rowan's connection is just so crappy that we can't do anything about it, but I might be able to do something for other people. Okay, well, it's probably a good thing anyway. It uses way less data. And you already know what I look like. You've seen me before. Oh, okay. You tell you on Discord in the PM where we find our domain name registrations. Right. I have to go to Google to get those. Hello, Esong. Welcome to my stream. I'm laggy today, but hey, Stretch, how you doing, man? My Tuesday's going really weird. I forgot I had a stream till half an hour before it. I was sitting there, doo doo doo. I'm gonna do some writing. La la la. So got up about half an hour before my stream started and goes, you know, you have a stream in half an hour, right? Yeah, I don't know where we find the domain name registration, babe. I'll have to check on Google. Just give me a minute and I'll do that. You guys are gonna get us. No, my new camera doesn't work at all. Right? It's been refunded. Okay. Whoa. Almost wiped out there. So what I'm doing. I didn't even plug it in. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm trying to find this stuff for Sable here. I've got to do some other stuff while I'm doing it. I want this part. Okay, let's put it under that one. Now. Well, I can't find it there, Sable. I don't know. Maybe I didn't register it. I thought I did. But I thought I registered it through my Google account, and I don't know where to look there. I've looked everywhere I can think of. How y'all doing? Sable, I'm sorry. I can't find it. I thought I could. All right. I thought you needed it right now. That was the thing. So I'm sorry, guys. I'm back on the stream here. Rabid Candy Void, hey, how you doing? I haven't seen you here before. Okay. Thanks, Sable.
The town devoured by the darkness.
That's awesome, Stretch. Well, I don't see Rabid all the time, so I'm saying hi. Well, yeah, I'm not scrolling back. That's rude. I wasn't here for the convo. I don't deserve to know what it is. Just follow me. Let's talk about undead. That sounds like a good idea. I hate them. Oh, I hope you're okay now, Rabbit.
This is not a dream. What's happening to this place?
Okay, see you in about 10 or 15, Stretch. Well, I hope they got some good news for you there, Rabbit. Yeah, crossing our fingers for positive and accurate news, too. Rabbit, wishing you the best. I'm wishing you didn't have to deal with this under a medical care. Not the care that's bad, the system. So what's my favorite undead? I think the ones that the party have already killed. I hate undead. Undead are so overdone. I'd like a plant-based fast zombie. You know, basically a fungus that gets on your back of your neck and till your brain turns into a zombie. Not undead at all. So I think there's much scarier things than undead out there, to be honest with you. Alright. Monsters look like everybody else. Yeah, monster in laws. Ask my wife about that one. Oh, the depths of depravity that humans can come up with is just amazing. I mean, like, from a purely psychopathic point of view. Is your father-in-law responsible for Scribe's name? Nissan? Yeah. Because I was going to say that would explain everything if it did. Oh, I said, ask her you, Sable, about your mother-in-law. I was saying that the monsters look like everybody else. Right? Rabbit said mother-in-laws. I don't know my wife's father-in-law. Never met the man. He died before I was even old enough to know him. Oh, she's not watching, Sable. Don't worry about that. Did they? That's cool. My favorite monster really is Fishman from Lovecraft, but anyways, I didn't say hi yet, Danny. How are you doing, Danny? I had to put on my Canada hat today because I had to separate myself from the American people that elected a president who said, I don't think science knows about climate change. That's a quote. So I'm in Canada where we know that science knows about climate change. And if you are a climate change denier and you're watching my stream, welcome. I don't know what you'll get out of it, but hey, good to see you. And I'll debate you anytime on that. Oh yeah. Well, I figured it was appropriate. We were talking about dead. More music. More music. Here we go. Here we come today. Yeah. Well, I think we've talked the undead subject to death. So, we've got something else we want to talk about. If you don't ask an old GM, how am I supposed to answer? I hear you, man. Happy wife, happy life. So in November, maybe starting sometime in October for prepping. Right, I'm going to start doing streams from 9 until midnight. Right? Yeah, Pacific for writing sprints and preparation for Nano and stuff like that. And Sable's going to be streaming any day I'm not streaming my normal thing in November, and I'm going to be streaming Sunday through Thursday. Pizza yet again. Good for you, man. Got to keep up that girlish figure.
Queen of spiders, take this spade. Twist a word we give to you in payment for our glorious victory. Menzo Barons. For the glory of Derman Nashezveron!
Great for your homework. Donut. Pizza. I hardly ever eat pizza because half the house can't eat it.
Let our work begin, let the onslaught commence. For the will of the spider goddess. Our house shall be glorious this night. Let bloodshed be left in our wake. The fourth house shall vanish with no trace. They're the last of the dirty race. As we gather now in a circle of eight, the ring of lopsidal reverberate.
So, are we going to continue to talk about Stretchy's figure, or are we going to talk about something else? Someone's got to ask me some questions here. This is like my fault. I could leave. I could go. Nobody wants my advice.
Name the child.
And what time is it there? Stretch like 9 o'clock. You were just thinking that. Hey, Bob. Oh, okay, that's important, I guess. Tell your bank to phone back for my string.
Stay your hand. Now welcome your newborn brother.
Good Goblin Buzz outside for barbarian. Is that because you're the... They make great barbarians.
Every last dear child.
What place is this that is my world? What dark coil has my spirit embodied? In light I see my skin is black. In darkness it glows white. In the heat of this rage I cannot dismiss. Menzo Baronson. What hell are you?
Okay, here's one. Is there a good way to pull a group back together after a months-long break from a campaign? Because once quarantine is lifted, I want to try to salvage one, but I don't know if that's the right call or starting fresh is better. Really, that is totally up to you and your characters. Sometimes if they were really into their I mean your players, not your characters. Sometimes if your players were really into their characters and they're still talking about it months later, right? Then getting back into it isn't hard. But if you're constantly flailing of where you should get back into it, right? Maybe it's probably best to start a new campaign with the same players, possibly even the same characters, right? But start over, because that way nobody has expectations, right? Like, oh, don't you remember your character and the innkeeper had a kid together? What? I don't remember that. You know? Right? And I will tell you also that players' memories are often convenient. Okay. Yeah, that's true, Danny. So it might be better to start new characters, start to play over. Air rifles, Macaro. Right? Even without gunpowder, compressed air can shoot a ball really far, really fast. Or a bullet for that matter. A rifled bullet. Right? During the Civil War in the States, the American Civil War, I mean, right? There was air rifle groups, like they used them as snipers.
He is a drow fighter. He must go to the academy.
Right? They just didn't catch on.
Do not send him. They will ruin him. Already Grist is more skilled than half those in the academy. Allow me 2 more years and I will make him the finest swordsman in all of Mendelberg.
He goes. There is more to the making of a drow warrior than skill with weapons. Grist has other lessons he must learn.
Lessons in treachery.
Watch your tongue, Zachnathian.
I fight with passion. That's why I win. Your son, too, fights with passion. Do not let the conforming ways of the academy take that from him.
Zachnathian, I have tolerated your blasphemous beliefs for his
So anyway, yeah, air rifles. Basically, you can treat them just like firearms in whatever situation you want them in, but they have limited amount of shots before you have to change the cartridge in them. The cartridge has to be pumped by a thing about the size of a cannon, right? Where it pumps and compresses the air into the canisters. But it can fill like 8 canisters at a time. It's just about the size of a cannon, and you have to pump it.
I will no longer turn my eyes from your actions. Your heart will be given to love.
Go then, Crystal.
Yeah, they are mobile though. Like they were not big cannons. Like I'm talking the ones that you could wheel on wheels, right? You know, they were about that mobile.
I have hatched it, Master Righ.
Yeah, or an automated steampunk device filling the canisters. Yeah, and then they just set the canisters aside for wartime. Greatest advantage of them is that no smoke. Yeah, no smoke, right? So no clouded vision after the first shot. Yeah. Yeah, very much so. And you don't have to worry about smoke. Right? And you can get canisters big enough that you could fire cannonballs with them. You know, so they just never caught on. Yeah.
Can this be true? Are the elves to blame? Can our service in the very high be blamed for all this misery?
Okay, well, I'm glad I could help there. Of course the elves are like, trust a goblin.
Danger comes to the darkest weather when the surface faces the all. Dwarves and gnomes, humans and halflings, waiting before us, smartest of all.
Disgusting dwarves find love to carve up their ugly faces.
Ugly gnomes, I'll give their blood to the Spider Queen. I'll make them pay for their sins against the crown of the goddess. Infidels!
Trust ye not, the races of the Underdark may envy the crown, but still rest of earth. Know that we are the only race of righteousness, only have each other, allies on this earth.
Are the elves to blame? Can our surface kin and the other races be blamed for all this misery and pain?
Oh, you missed everything, Siobhan. I mean, we had a great party around here. Everybody got drunk. Yeah, you missed it all.
Father, I wish I could have known. I wish that I had been there. A true knight forced to be upon a malice's wicked grave. All the rest of my centuries, I'm on your sacrifice. I'll escape the elemental ones, all my thoughts out on tight.
Ah, that's cool. At least you got the story. That's awesome.
You dare to defy my will. After I stand to offer so much, I would have given you honor so high. Weapons master of our house. So many died, so you could live. Does that mean anything to you? Are you a true drow warrior? Or just an insolent, spoiled, little child? Down your blaspheming tongue! You dare invoke lost rage! You're but a puny little male whose heart should have met the blade. Freeze up, ready your whip! Teach this boy his place. Break his back with viper's fangs for his words against our race. For you and your father's crimes against hostile wording, by the grace of the Spider Queen, you will die for your sins.
Oh, your emojis came through. Let's see them there.
Spider Queen, let us praise lost minds. Out the world
How would I handle the different zombie types in Z Nation as a game monster? I don't know. I'm not familiar with Z Nation. Right? I mean, what are the different types of zombies? Obviously, fast and slow. Okay, I'm gonna take a 5-minute break, guys. I have to take notes. Be back when the timer reaches 5. Okay, I'm back. Sorry it took a little longer than 5 minutes, but the music kept dying and I had time to fix it. I mean, Chrome just shit itself, basically. It was just, had to reboot Chrome. And
I see now that my people are the real enemy. But where watching
I clearly see her fair features, the sparkle in her beautiful eyes. Now don't buy a dark elven blade. Gurgling blood chokes her final cry. A small child rushes before my feet, kneels by her mother's side, torn between murder and mercy.
all right, Daz. Hopefully it was a good fight and you didn't take too much damage. I had to wear my Canada hat because the president said something stupid. I think he's our president. You're American, aren't you? But he said something really stupid, so I had to differentiate myself from it for the day. No, I'm not American. Well, what was it this time? Uh, a number of scientists talking to him while he was in California about the California fires and climate change. And when it came to the when it came to the topic of climate change, Donald Trump looked him square in the face and said, "I don't think science knows what it's talking about." A golf twitler. Yeah, lawns are truly never tamed, are they, Bob? Well, I just don't understand what motivates Trump anymore. You know, I used to think I knew, but I don't want to get political on here, so outside of that, I don't want to alienate anybody. If there's any Trump fans out there talking here, all right, enjoy the show. Just you got a right to play role-playing games too. I never mow the lawn. I'm a cripple though, so I have an excuse. Well, I don't know. He's the only guy I know who could lose money in a whorehouse, running a whorehouse. You know, it's just like the guy is crazy stupid, right? You know, builds in Atlantic City a casino. It does well, so he builds another one across town. does well. Right? He built a third one, super expensive, figuring that he's going to pay for it with the other two, right? And attract a whole new bunch of clientele. Well, everybody moves from the other two casinos into the big casino. The other two casinos go out of business. Now he can't pay for the big casino, and it goes out of business too. That's what happened there. It wasn't one casino, it was three. Three. Oh yeah. Personally, I use GIMP for all my uh, graphical needs. GIMP stands for GNU Image Manipulation Program. It's free program, rivals Photoshop, in my opinion. Oh yeah, well, that music's over, so we're gonna put on some different music.
On the day of the dead, when the year two dies, must the youngest upon the oldest hills, through the dark the birds, where the breeze breaks, their fires shall fly.
Yeah, we got so much smoke in the air out here that I'm sure it's causing a problem. Yeah, Bob, it's on my end. I've checked and I don't have much running in the background or anything. It's just that more jobby than a lumberjack.
When life in the lost land shall return, six sleepers shall rise, six suns shall burn, and where the midsummer tree grows tall by Pendragon's sword, the dark shall fall. When the dark comes rising, six shall turn it back, three from the circle, three from the track. One
Yeah.
bronze iron, water, fire, stone, five will return, and one go alone. By the pleasant lake the sleepers lie.
Yeah, it's smoky as hell here. It's sort of like, our turn, I guess. Normally we smoke out in Washington and Oregon with our smoke from our fires all summer. This summer we had hardly no fires, so I guess it's our turn to get smoked out by them. Oh yeah, Siobhan lives in our Cindy.
By the pleasant lake the sleepers lie. On Cadvan's way where the kestrels call, the grim from the grey king shadows fall, yet singing the golden harp shall guide to break the sleep and bid them ride. When life in the lost land shall return, six sleepers shall rise, six suns shall burn, or where the midsummer tree grows tall by Pendragon's sword, the dark shall fall.
Well, hopefully in the next day or two, my webcam will get here. I got a mug for Sable.
sleepers lie. On Cadvan's way where the kestrels call, the crimp and the grey king chatters forth, singing the golden harp shall guide to break the sleep and bid them ride. When life and the lostless shall return, six sleepers shall rise, six signs shall burn, and where the midsummer tree grows tall by pennon and sword, the dark shall fall. On Cadvan's way where the kestrels call, the crimp and the grey king chatters forth, singing the golden harp shall guide to break the sleep and bid them ride.
Yeah, I think it's awesome. That's one of the most powerful people in the known galaxies on that mug. A little goblin, a little blue goblin.
The dark shall
Is that music better volume, by the way? Okay.
silvery eye glows over the world, and on the shadowy hills of night, a silver mane tosses a golden hoof stamps, and a single horn shines with its own light. A unicorn on the
Yeah, it is very quiet.
wing, what a
You
beautiful
guys are supposed to ask me questions so I can answer them. That's the point of this stream. The point of the stream is not for me to babble like an idiot. I can do that on my own. I don't need an audience to babble like an idiot. Oh, yeah, you asked a question, Carl. I answered it too. Or do you ask another one that I missed? Unicorn on the wing, what a beautiful, beautiful thing. You dance and you sing, unicorn on the wing. Okay, Daz, what you got for me? Now her journey is cold. Pick up my thinking pipe. Through the ice rings of Saturn, past Jupiter's moons. For though she is magic and all of our dreams, she'll not know many more nights and noons. Unicorn on the wing, what a beautiful, beautiful thing. You dance and you sing, unicorn on the wing. You mean limited magic as in limited in spell casting magic or limited in magical items? Right? Oh, can't we go back to the old way of life and stop trying to ruin each other's lives? Unicorn on the Rather than that, I would just limit class levels to 10. Right? You say the upper human maximum, the upper demi-human maximum is 10. rather than 20. You cannot have more than 10 levels in any one class. Yeah. Because major spellcasters like clerics and wizards get 5th level spells at 9th level, right? But some characters don't get spellcasting until like 5th, right? But they, okay, then I recommend, what game system are you running this in, Des? 5e, okay. Yeah, you're going to lose way too much if you limit them to 10th level in 5e. But I think they're just telling them that magic over 5th level requires at least one other person to do it, right? You could be inspired by the 2nd edition high magic stuff, right? Oh yeah, okay. I understand doggo's got to come first. I'm not sure I agree with that statement, Bob. If he hamstrings the melee fighters in the same way, right? By 9th level, that means that all wins should have no more than probably +3 total, right? So, a +2 keen edge sword is about the maximum you're going to find, right? Which means that power attack is going to become a lot less useful, right? You just have to balance out their items and such too. Investigate how far a vacuum cannon. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah. I wouldn't necessarily say that they're half as effective. It would depend on what he does in compensation for it. If it's something like the total level of the caster must be, or it totals levels. Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. 4,000 feet at a 10-degree angle should be possible, yes. Yeah. I seen a special on it on History Channel, I think, some time ago, and yeah, they fired him about 4,000 feet. Right. And they don't make a lot of noise. They make a sort of loud pop sound. fucking junkers. Yeah, approximately. Yeah. Yeah. That would be right. Well, that's good, Siobhan. So are you officially off the job now, Siobhan, or are you still on stress leave effectively? Yeah. It works in like books like The Change. No, you're skipping because of me there, Bacaro. It has to do with your Wi-Fi. It has to do with Wi-Fi over my house. Right now, there's a cloud of smoke like 500 miles thick above my house. Go nuts. I look at that. Well, shitty. So it's affecting your audio too, then. Okay, well, you're not going to have anybody playing clerics in your game. That's one thing. Okay, basically, uh, Bob's right in some ways, right? You are kneecapping your spellcasters, right? Right? You're kneecapping your spellcasters, which is fine, right? Um, but recognize that you're doing so. And if you're going to do that, you have to kneecap the other characters somehow, right? So limiting things like items of magic, right? Or putting curses on magical items, right? And in addition to their powers, they're all cursed. Not cursed like as in D&D type curse. I mean cursed and then they have a negative effect as well. Right? Like Your sword may grant you +2 to attack and damage, but it also grants you -2 to intelligence. All right. All right. Yeah, but what are you doing to kneecap the fighter who has no spells? Or the barbarian, yeah, as Siobhan says, yes. Or the rogue. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with Bob on that one. Your players are gonna go, what? No, I don't want to play one then. Right? Well, what you can do is center any magic items that you get on the spellcasters. Right? So there'll be things like rings of wisdom, but not rings of strength. Right? Since it's spellcasters who make them, they're not going to make them for fighters and stuff if they're all kneecapped in your world. They don't want the fighters getting too powerful. So you could have like a +2 staff, but you're not going to find a +2 greatsword. Or at least if you are, it's really rare. Right? So that most of the magic items go to the spellcasters as well. That'll take some of the kneecapping off of them. Yeah, post it up, Stretch. Yeah, rings of spell storing might be very useful. You know? When magic is limited, what I'm saying is that magic users are not going to waste it on other people. Right? Clerics are not going to build holy swords. Right? Unless the paladin is a paladin of faith. Right? And then they're building it for him to go slay members of their faith, and then it'll be held as a holy relic in the church. Right? So, like I say, make items more limited towards spellcasters. That would be more realistic. Spellcasters go, well, yeah, I can build myself gloves that'll help me. Right? But he's not going to build boots that help him sneak. Why does he care? Right? Unless he's a mage rogue, which, you'll have, of course. Right? And that helps kneecap the. Well, I would multiply all costs for spellcasting by 10 in your world. Because magic is obviously a rarity, right? Yeah, unless the creator of the item has been commissioned. Yeah, he'll build it for a price, of course. So your characters could commission an item to be made. But if it's something that's powerful that requires you to be higher than ninth level to make it, you know, the price. Okay, are you talking things like sixth level spells require casters, seventh require three, eighth require four, ninth require five, that sort of thing? Yeah. So remember, exponentially, it's going to go up in price too, right? To build something that requires a seventh level spell, right? To build something a ring of disintegration, right? Sixth level spell, right? It's going to cost double to have it made because it requires two casters to cast that disintegrate required to make it. Yeah, and Bob is right there. Yes, the encounters in the game have been designed to have a certain level of magic items facing them, and the monsters have a certain level of magic facing against the party. That's the other thing you have to remember too, right? You know, especially if the monsters are intelligent, because if the monster has a magic item and he's intelligent, he'll use it. Okay, but come up with a good reason why you can't write it on paper. Right? Because in most, I think all, can't say for sure, but I think all ancient civilizations, paper was considered the height of technology, basically. Uh, it was considered the height of production and the best thing for writing on.
The night draws herself
Yeah,
up around
exactly
me
what Bob said.
with
Yes,
sacred
if you
darkness.
limit every class and
She is
monster in
my
some
master,
equivalent manner, you'll be
I am her
okay.
lover. And together we waltz, locked in a
Right?
dance macabre.
Yeah, if you
I
don't
know
limit
each
them, you'll
moment
end up with a
on
party
its
of
own.
marshals. Take a look at the Conan role
And when
playing
the
game,
night caresses me, she arouses in me desire.
right?
And with desire comes my thirst, and I
You
know
know,
what I
in
need.
Conan, all
Slime
spellcasters
and
are
fetal
kneecapped
flesh, yearning
entirely.
for a forbidden liquid, as red as the reddest
That's
rose
true. Is
that
it all?
solitude
Oh,
has
this is all
planted for me.
underwater?
And as I lick my too long canines, the human in me ceases to exist, and I become an animal. I know only the laws of the jungle: seek, find, stalk, kill. I am a fox among the chickens, my movements vulpine and my grin
Yeah.
ghastly, eyes
Okay.
lusting for my prey.
Um, Carved in
A bear
shells would
keeps an
be
alley, a
a
bird
common one.
sings. He knows the shadows of night as I know them. Poor helpless mortal, a short sad life of pain and misery. I will relieve him of his suffering, and believe me, the kill brings pleasure to the victim and hunter alike. He will die happy. So as the clock strikes 12, I move in for the kill, a predator as only a beast can be. There is my victim, eyes
Okay.
bulging in terror,
Have a good dinner there,
hands
Bob.
flailing helplessly. My fangs come forward, my lips pull back, saliva floods my mouth, and all my senses perceive him. My eyes mark his reactions, as if I were watching an insect. I hear the brass sound of his screams echo in my ears. Beneath my hands I feel his desperate struggles and the pulse of his heart, and the smell of his blood is in my nostrils. The scent of it is so overwhelming, so tangible I can taste it already, and I want him. I draw back his head, and his pink throat, so tantalizing, so desirable, conjuring my evil thirst.
and I drive my fangs in. Then I move my lips over the flow and start to suck at the wound. Rapture, ecstasy, heaven. I am in Eden. I walk among the angels. Our heartbeats thunder in my ears. His blood flows from his veins and into mine, warming me, nourishing me, slaking my thirst. In my triumph of glory I moan aloud, and he weakens, dies. I pull away slowly, reeling in rapture, and the world is
Yeah.
quiet, dreamlike, abstract.
The problem with
Memories throb in the wake of
the
confusion.
Library of
I stand
Alexandria is that
beside
it
the
was a
ledges. I
warehouse.
lick my sharp
It wasn't a
teeth,
library.
blood-red lips,
It was
and
just a
smile.
place where they
Then
reposited
suddenly,
all
the
sorts
beast
of
within me
books,
returns to the shadows
clay
from whence it
tablets,
came,
stone tablets,
from the catacombs of my lost
scrolls,
mind.
papyrus.
And the human emerges, the human with his moral codes and his concept of society. He sees the victim lying in death. He sees the marks his fangs have made. He tastes red iron in his mouth, and he
Okay, you have
screams.
Carrie in your campaign playing
All
the
the while, the
parent of
beast
another
notices a
character.
drop of blood trickling from the marks, and it hungers for it. My God, what have I done? What have I done? And I, too, return to the shadows, creeping like the guilty thing I am, just a face in the crowd, but forever sequestered from it.
Okay, so she's going to be mad at your character? Pretty much. Yeah, Macaro, pretty much that was the way the library grew. I would rule against it, actually, in my game. Kids are not their own person. She's not meeting them for the first time. She has to meet the parent, and therefore, if the parent doesn't want this to happen, the spell wouldn't work. You're not your own person until you can be dropped in the forest and make it back into town. Hey, stretch. I did miss it, actually. Sorry about that. Cannibal Child. Oh, this looks sickening. Okay. Welcome back, Jim Macaro. I'm going to go on to this Cannibal Child at the moment. All right. You know, right? If it's up to you, if your character is pissed off at her, right? You know, that's inter-party conflict that has meaning. I mean, depending on what game system is this, Macaro? Witch the Fated. Is that a storytelling system or a storyteller system? Witch Fated Souls. Okay. I've never heard of the system, so I don't know what it means there, but do they have anything that would prevent you from killing her? Like alignment or codes of honor or anything? Okay. Then just get mad at her. Like, you know, the honest thing I could recommend to you would be tomorrow come on to Diane's stream and ask her what she would do about it. Right? Ask her because she has been the high priestess of a coven multiple times. Right? And the high priest in a coven is just a sergeant. Right? He's there to enforce the high priestess's will. Right? Right. Yeah, that would work. Okay, like I say, if you depends on how pissed off your character is. If your character's pissed off to that level, like really, you couldn't have friggin' asked me first, right? Then, okay, Daz. Yeah, curse her with crabs. You can do that. Sure. You know, you just say to her, may bloody piles torment you, may corns grow upon your feet, may crabs the size of horses crawl up your ass to eat. And when you're old and boy and have become a nervous wreck, may your head slip through your ass and break your bloody neck. Yeah, there's a curse for you to give her. Give her harpies. You're not allowed to say herpes, but you're allowed to say crabs. You're not allowed to say pansies. Okay, I want to check my other screen out here.
Must share my love or say goodbye before I chase my last sunrise.
Okay. This one's better.
You go home this night to your home of winter, to your home of autumn, of spring
Yeah, it's pretty
and
stupid auto mod there, Siobhan.
summer.
You can't say herpes.
You
You
go
might offend
home
someone.
this
Well,
night,
shit. If I'd known that saying I had herpes would offend someone, I would have never told them.
everlasting home, to your eternal bed, to your sound sleeping. Sleep now, sleep, and so fade sorrow. Sleep now, sleep, and so fade sorrow. Sleep
Okay,
now,
we're going to go on to this
sleep, and so
one here for Stretch.
fade
You
sorrow.
ready, Stretch?
Sleep, my beloved, in the rock of the fold, the sleep of 7 lives.
Cannibal
Upon
Child 5E, Challenge Rating 1, Small Undead
my
Chaotic Evil.
ears,
Okay?
the
No
sleep
armor,
of
regular sort of hit points. Move really quick for a kid. They're fast
upon
little freaks.
you, my dear.
Strong,
Sleep of
agile, no constitution, of course.
endless
Intelligent,
slumbers
really perceptive, and
upon
imposing.
you, my
Are you sure you want to give him
dear.
16 in charisma?
Sleep, oh sleep in the quiet of quietness. Sleep, oh sleep in the way of guidance. Sleep, oh sleep in the
So you're sure you want to give him
loving,
16 charisma, eh?
loving. Sleep, my beloved,
I
in
wasn't sure if
the
that yeah
rock of the
was
fold.
over what I said or okay. I shall look it up. I shall continue reading. Saving throws, of course, Dex 1. Perception, Deception, Insight, Performance, and Stealth. Vulnerable to Silver, Perception of 12. Language is Common, Challenge Rating 1. At will, Charm Person. Multi-attack, Cannibal Child can make one attack with its claws and one attack with Devour Flesh ability on each of its turn. Claws may be weapon attack to hit, reach, and deals 1d2 when the target is grappled. Okay. In 5e, do you get an automatic escape attempt? Like you're grappled, but you get to try to escape right away? To basically to say that it missed.
Why can't we be together
I'm just curious about that. Strength or deck save? Yeah, and you're talking. Sorry about that, Stretch. Okay. Well, yeah, okay, that's good. When a cannibal child makes a successful grapple check, it inflicts claw damage normal plus literally inhale. Victim stripping the tissue away with a supernatural inhalation. Victims suffer 1d4 points of damage and racking pains and impose disadvantage penalty on attack roll, skill checks, and ability checks. A DC con save has the damage negates the racking pain, otherwise the pain lasts until the victim recovers hit points due to loss due to this ability. Okay, and they charm. Okay. You follow the faint crying for several yards before you see the source, an abandoned child, a toddler really. He sits on the ground sobbing and unkempt. The child starts at your arrival, a combination of fear and hope in his light blue eyes. His crying subsides and he holds his arms out to you. How could you resist? Gently you pick up the pillow lost from your arm. Are you hungry, you say? The boy's brow furrows, and his mouth opens impossibly wide. Pain tears through your shoulders as the child's fingers stick into your flesh suddenly, as it looks like it's going to be a bad day. The cannibal child isn't really a cannibal or a child. It's an undead horror that relies on its ability to disguise itself as a lost child, to lure prey into its deadly clutches. Scholars believe that in cannibal children were people of exceptional greed or gluttony. They put their own selfish appetites ahead of everything and everyone, and so incurred a terrible curse after death. Oh, don't run. Right. A cannibal child prefers to attack by surprise, especially against someone whose trust it has earned. The cannibal child often ingratiates itself to its victim via the enchanted power of its innocent gaze. Despite its small size, cannibal child possesses great strength. It latches onto its prey with its claws and uses horrible devour flesh ability to inflict ghastly wounds. They appear in any environment. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not sure it's a challenge rating one creature, maybe two. I think that if this thing clawed, right? Um, right? Yeah, it would almost kill a first level character around 8 points of damage. Yeah. And they might be helpless. Yeah, the nasty first hit doesn't last long, but the thing about creatures is that it's a matter of what percentage of our resources does it take to kill one, right? If you have a party of 5 people, a first level uh, critter of five first level characters, I think it's 4 or 5, I don't know, I can't remember. It should take 20% of their resources to take that critter out. That's hit points, spells, um, you know, right? That sort of thing, right? What do you mean it's 4 to determine challenge rating? Possibly, yeah. Basically, your party should be able to barely survive 4 encounters, right, before they have to rest and get their hit points back and stuff in a day. Laura Bones is raiding with a party of 6. Well, thank you for the raid, Laura. Rar, 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 rar. Okay, so did you get a question there, DM Stretch, or welcome all, one and all. And hi back there, Isong. Evening secondhand. If you made it challenge rating 2, I think it would be absolutely right. 5 characters, it does 8 hit points, and then they kill it. That's not bad. That's about 20% of their resources, or less than. It's about 20% of a second level party's resources, right? But 8 hit points is a lot more than it's. Well, yeah, you don't have to scale back the damage if you put them up to 2. If you do that, I would scale back both damages to 3s or something, and then it would be challenge rating 1. Okay, well, glad you got the rivers and settlements done. Yeah, if you take that down and just drop that damage down to D3, not D4s, it'd be a perfectly good first encounter for them. Right? The save's not that hard to make, right? The charisma save for charm person is like 14 or something if it's got a 16 charisma. Right? So 14's not that hard to make. You might charm one of the party. Yep. And your players aren't watching this, are they? Good. Ignorant player is a good player. Siobhan watches every one of my streams, otherwise she wouldn't know what was going on in our games. I hear you. I've had encounters go that way too. Esong, is there any way you can speed it along and just go, yeah, 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 you guys put out the fire. It wasn't going the way I expected. Sorry about that, guys. Oh. Oh, okay. Maybe I can help you. Right? This is for 5th edition or Pathfinder? Does it give a mechanic for wind direction? Huh. Well, I would simply use a D8, right? With 1 being north, 2 being northeast, 3 being west, so on and so forth. Right? And say that's the direction the wind is coming from. So the smoke is moving in the other direction. Right? Depending on the speed of the wind would depend on how much and how fast the smoke goes. Also, it would depend on how far and fast the fire spreads. Smoke ahead spreads ahead of the fire. Yep. Yeah, you're dead long before you start to burn in a fire. Not that I've ever burned anybody alive or anything, but that I'll admit to. That depends on the wind direction and strength there. As long as the wind is blowing in the direction the wind is blowing, there's going to be more smoke ahead of the fire, right? But if the wind is blowing fast enough, it'll be thin smoke out way far out from the fire, right? So there'll be smoke on all sides of that fire. In the backside where the wind is coming from, right, there'd be smoke to probably 1 hex, 1 square, and the the smoke would extend probably 5 squares out the front of the thing where the smoke is pouring, where that's where the smoke would be thick enough to cause smoke inhalation quickly. Right? I've seen a lot of real fires too. Right? We had buildings in main downtown burned down here. And yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, oil and plastic are going to smoke much more than, say, uh, wood or concrete. Yeah, and if it's boats burning, they smoke a lot. They're wet and they're covered in tar. Wooden houses. What do they use to mortar the cracks in the roof? The shingles. Well, you got to blame the dwarves. Those little midgets are nice. Nope, I didn't ask you a question. We did ask what's the roofs made out of. Tar smokes a lot. Oh yeah, music died. Music dead. Music dead. If I didn't have Sable, what would I do? Move to a boat and get laced. Play this one. Buy it. Buy it. Well, most buildings downtown are going to have hard roofs, right? So they're going to have either uh, shingles with tar, or they're going to have like um, wood slats. Yeah, or clay tiles. Again with tar. Yep. Right. Boats burn with a lot of smoke. Yeah, what's on the boat is important. Like, is there gunpowder? The building is someone's house. Oh, okay. Yep, has a long history of being used as a sealant, and it burns really well. Well, yeah, that's why they use them for incense. Siobhan? Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. Burnt pitch smells sort of like burning pine trees. I don't know if you've ever smelled a burning pine tree, but it's got a sharp, acrid smell to it. It very smells acidy. It smells nasty, yeah.
The following night, a storm brewed at sea. The dark lady saw her chance to be free of her rival, the beauty Carlotta. The ship steered herself to the heart of the gale, where waves swept the maiden out over the rail. Sweet revenge on an unfaithful lover. That night, the lady drank a toast and said, "Here's to your lovely lady host, your one true love." No voices replied, and
Well,
the
don't ever
dark
come to
lady
BC with your
smiled.
dad. Well, at least not for about another 30 years.
Now
In
every
30 years, it's all
sail
going to
is
be birches
filled with
around here,
sky.
so.
They say that a ghost ship sails and it's I, fleet and swift is the dark lady.
Yeah.
A ship strong and sound with a perilous crew, and high on the mast the skull and bones flew, while the captain gazes out to sea. And
Yes,
every
it do.
night the band must drink a toast. He says here's to a lovely lady host, my one true love. Hear the ghost crew replies, and the dark lady smiles.
Uh, yeah, riding breath and um, uncontrollable coughing. Oh, and wind. Even inside, there's lots of like airflow when something's on fire. Right? You get a big roaring fire, and you'll get like blowing wind.
Well, how do you do, young gleam McBride? Do you mind if I sit here down by your graveside? I'll rest a full while neath the warm summer sun. I've been walking all day, and I'm nearly done. I
Yeah.
see by your gravestone you were only 19 when you joined the
Yeah,
Girl
listen to what
Scouts
Stretch says there.
in
Give that
1917. I
Google there.
hope you died well, and I hope you died clean.
Yeah, and
Did they
usually they're not
beat
found
you
outside though,
down
because you
with
need
the
the
whips
walls to
they
create
never
the
seen?
convection,
Did they
right?
beat the
You
drums
know
on
that. Yeah,
the
finding a fire tornado.
valley? Did they sound the death march when they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers of a forest? Did you leave a young wife or sweetheart behind? In some faithful heart is your
You could have them see somebody slip into the smoke wearing like the equivalent of a gas mask, some smoke inhalation device. Yeah, if they make perception check, even disadvantage, and make it, you see them slip into the smoke.
There's no gas, no barbed wire, there's no guns firing now. But here in this graveyard, it's still no man's land. And the countless white crosses in mute witness stand to man's blood, a difference to his fellow man. And a whole generation that was butchered and damned. Did they beat the
Yeah, by proximity, they'd have to be able to physically see them, right? Vision is going to be halved approximately or so, right? Maybe. Oh, this is Sable singing their e-song.
Did the pipes play the flowers of the forest? Well, I can't tell for wonder now, Willie McBride, if all those who lie here know why they have died. Did you really believe when you answered the call? Did you really believe
Shameless plug for Sable music.
would end wars?
The sorrow, the suffering, the glory, the pain.
Dark killing, the dying, they were all done in vain. For Willie McBride, it all happened again and again and again and again and again. Did they beat the drum slowly? Did they play the fife lowly? Did they sound the death march as they lowered you down? Did the band play the last post and chorus? Did the pipes play the flowers?
Yeah, I seen somebody running through the smoke with a bandana tied over their face, soaked in water. Actually, no, this is a traditional song written about World War One. She wrote most of the other stuff, though. Well, was involved in the writing of some of it. But this album I played was all her. And for those of you who don't know, this is Flowers of the Forest.
By the lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling.
Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see
Yep,
the
it is the
morn.
Fields of Athenry.
Now a prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Lone lie all the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small frigates fly. Our love was on the wing.
Sure, because otherwise, how are they going to otherwise notice if they don't have free line of sight to the person and proximity to them?
By the lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling.
Nothing matters, Mary, when you're free.
Yep, Stretch is right. Seeing anything clearly. Now that's the thing. Maybe on a failed perception check, they notice something hazy through the smoke.
We watched the small furry birds fly. Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Yeah, I would make the difficulties fairly difficult to notice things and have disadvantage on top of it.
Harbor wall, I watched the last hour falling as the prison ship sailed out against the sky. For shall live and hope and pray for my love in Bonny Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
Yeah, something like that. Sure. Notice somebody leaving when the fire before the fire is wrapped up, right? You know.
Our love was on the wing. We had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. It's so lonely round the fields
Yep.
of Athenry.
They're crawling around on the floor. They might notice footprints or something. Yeah. That's the one and only time you'll ever hear him sing.
As we were sailing along the star sea, we hadn't been gone months, not 2 nor 3, when we saw 10 sail of orc, all men of war, full as big as we. Haul down your colors, you elvish dogs. Haul down your colors, do not refuse. Haul down your colors, you elvish dogs, or your precious lives you lose. The captain being a valiant elf, and a well bespoken, an elf was he. Let it never be said that we died like dogs, for we shall fight most valiantly. Go up aloft,
Okay.
ye cabin boys, and mount the mainmast atop so high.
No, accelerant is what he said. It was caused by an accelerant. You know, like if they poured kerosene on it. Well, I hope that I'm helping you out there, Esong. I really do. You know, I'll keep this time slot for as long as they'll let me have it. So,
But at the rise
Yeah, backdraft. Fires as they burn the oxygen faster than it can be replenished in the room, right? And then okay, so it creates pressure in the room, a negative pressure, a vacuum, where the fire will start to go out. And then when the door is burst open, it rushes into the room and it fuels the fire, and the fire sucks into itself into a really hot thing and then explodes.
Should inquire as to a gallant captain's name. Well, Captain Evil it was our commander, and the Queen's Dirk was a ship by name.
Yeah, it is pretty intense there.
In spring of 5041, the war just begun. The Orcs, they had the biggest ship, they had the biggest guns. The Vengeance was the fastest ship that ever sailed the stars. On her decks were guns as big as deer and shells as big as cars. Out of the cold and foggy night came the elven ship, the Dirk. And every elven's face I knew they had to make it work. They had to sink the Vengeance, the terror of the stars. Stop those guns as big as deer and those shells as big as cars. We'll find that Orcish battleship that's making such a fuss. We gotta sink the Vengeance 'cause the worlds depend on us. We'll hit the decks a-running, boys, and spin those guns around. When we find the Vengeance, we've gotta cut her down. The Dirk found the Vengeance, and on that fatal day, the Vengeance started firing 15 hex away. We gotta sink the Vengeance, was
Yeah.
the battle sound. But when the smoke had cleared away, the mighty Dirk went down. For 6 long days and weary nights, they tried to find her trail. Sailor told the people,
That is,
put
I don't
every
know.
ship a sail, 'cause somewhere out in wild space, and knows she's gotta be. We gotta sink the Vengeance so the spaceways can be free. We'll find that Orcish battleship that's making such a fuss. We gotta sink the Vengeance 'cause the worlds depend on us. We'll hit the decks a-running, boys, and spin those guns around. When we find the Vengeance, we've gotta cut her down. The fog was gone the 7th day, and they saw Dukasha's sun. 10 hours away from homeworld, the Vengeance made a run. The admiral of the Elvish fleet had turned those bows around. We found that Orcish battleship, and we're gonna cut her down. The elven guns were aimed, and the shells were coming fast. The first shell hit the Vengeance, they knew she couldn't last. That mighty Orcish battleship is just a memory. Sink the Vengeance was the battle cry that shook the starry sea. We found that Orcish battleship was making such a fuss. We had to sink the Vengeance 'cause the worlds depend on us. We hit the decks a-running and we spun those guns
Oh yeah,
around.
yeah.
We found the mighty Vengeance, and then
No,
we
it
cut her
absolutely
down.
can knock you off
On
your
that
feet.
Orcish battleship that's
It's like
making such a
it is an
fuss.
explosion,
We
just
had
a
to sink the
concussive explosion.
Vengeance
It
'cause
knocks
the
all
worlds
wind right out
depend
of you
on us.
too.
We hit the decks a-running, boys, and spun those guns around.
Hey, Egon, how
We
you
found
doing,
the
man?
mighty Vengeance, and then we cut her down.
We're helping Yisong run a fire encounter in her game. Are we down?
I remember how we fought and the cruel things we said. I remember how I left home needing freedom or death.
Oh, sorry about that.
I was a child and I knew I wasn't safe in your
Well, apparently I was
arms.
down too there, Stretch.
I
So
thought you had somehow betrayed me. You couldn't keep me from harm. If I only knew. There's only so much a mother can do. The phone rings and it's your voice on the line. You tell me there was an accident and you were lucky this time. It's then I realized how much I
ooh,
love you and how important you are. You haven't failed me. You gave me your strength. You are my guiding star. But if you only knew, there's only so
yeah.
much a daughter can do.
Drew railroads.
Lullaby and good night. Lullaby and good
Nice. Here was this off.
night.
Here,
Lullaby and good night. Lullaby and good
there we
night.
go. We got railroads going between various places. They don't
Spirits of
connect.
air who linger near, thy loving watches welcome here. We bid thee now to go or stay, but come again to guard the way. When next we cast by magic
It's pretty cool,
right
man.
a circle of the brightest light. Spirits of fire who linger near, the
Ah,
loving
that's cool.
watches welcome here. We bid thee now to go or stay, but come again to guard the way. When next
Yeah,
we cast by magic right a circle of the brightest light.
nice.
Spirits of water who linger near, the loving watches welcome here. We bid thee now to go or stay, but come again to guard the way. When next we cast by magic right a
Going to
circle
make it pretty, eh?
of the brightest light.
mic's not doing very good. Thanks for the follow, Rabbit Candy Void. Didn't see you there, but thank you.
Spirits of earth who linger near, the loving watch is welcome.
In case you're watching this later or you're still here.
Bid thee now to go or stay, but come again to guard the way.
Yeah, trains can't go up any higher than 3 degrees, so.
Magic right, a circle
Or 7 degrees or something. Yeah, 3%.
Sun and moon and star, we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star, we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star, we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star, we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star, we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star, we are together,
Shit.
we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star, we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star, we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star,
Good, glad to hear it, Sean.
we are together, we are joined as one, now and
At the
forever.
Happy
Sun and
Meds,
moon and star, we are together, we are joined
you
as
pre-sold the
one,
book. Nice.
now and forever.
Haven't even
Sun
written it
and
yet.
moon and
Already sold
star,
one.
we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star, we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star, we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and
No,
star,
it's
we are
identity.
together, we are joined as one, now and
It's identity.
forever. Sun
It's
and
saying that
moon
you're
and
identifying
star,
yourself.
we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever. Sun and moon and star, we are together, we are joined as one, now and forever.
Hello, everybody. Happy Pride Week. My name's Sable, and in 1993, when I was 18, I wrote a song about coming out. It's called The Other Side of the Mirror, and I was inspired by the recent Google ad campaign to share my story, and so I thought I'd just do a raw recording here, live with my acoustic guitar, so all mistakes included. I am proudly bisexual.
Yeah, you
I've been
outed
dating for
yourself.
19
Yes.
years,
And it was
and
like
I
saying, do you
hope
really
that
want to do
I
that?
inspire other people to come out and be honest about who they are.
Yeah.
So this is how it feels when the world ends. Something dies and is
Mhm.
It will be replaced.
Yeah, but it's a different thing to out yourself on public community. You know,
Shades of
nice,
gray,
Macaro.
things carved in stone. Suffer in silence or be alone. Why can't I have my cake and eat it too?
That's cool.
Always different, always on the outside. And now I know the reason why. What would they all say if they only knew? Take a look at your face. It will be replaced.
Well, I got about one more time for one more article or one more question. If anybody's got something they want me to look at, or they got a question they want me to answer. All right.
Will they abandon me? Will they take me
Yeah,
in?
do it in that order.
Society will punish me for my sin. But how can it be sin if I don't hurt anyone? The fear imprisons me, I live in a cage. I've got to be brave, but I can't give in to rage. I watch the fabric of my world as it comes
I take some really
undone.
good meds, life-saving medication.
Shadows of silence haunting me through the night. And yet within my shell my soul takes
Okay.
flight. And believe me, world, I
Talk
really
to you
have
later, Rowan.
no choice.
Talk to you later, Esong.
The secret deep within is
Have a good game, hon. Let us know how it goes.
I've got to let it out, I've got to be free. And someone, somewhere,
My stream's about over anyways. I'm going to be leaving here in about 4 minutes to raid somebody. Probably Kahuna, I would think. I usually raid Kahuna.
take a look at your face. It will be replaced. This is the
Is that a buy all you're leaving there, Macro, or is that a buy all to the people who are leaving? Yeah, and you can always DM me too, Esong. I'll answer your questions anytime you need me to. Well, I won't be. I'll be around for another 3 minutes or so.
I wish that you could understand. I wish that you could say it's alright, sweetheart. We love you anyway. But I know I can't expect what will never be. And all that I can hope is that you'll still care for me. So if this is farewell, I guess I'll say goodbye.
Okay, well, I think I'll go
Just
raid
another
Kahuna.
broken hope in my battle
Double
cry.
check.
Someone's got to take the chance and
Kahuna.
say you're not young.
Okay, we're off to raid. Remember, Diane's doing tomorrow with Diane Wrights at 1 p.m. Pacific time till 4. I will be back on Friday with Ask an Old GM from 1 till 4. And then Diane will be back again on Sunday with Sable's World Forge. So if you want to catch us, that's the time to catch us. And I'm thinking of putting a stream in on Thursdays, but I'm not sure yet. A writing stream, world building stream, that sort of thing. Okay. All right. We're off to Kahuna. Okay, and we raid.